Hi guys, I'm going to play a video. I hope many of us have seen this AI video trying to show us about Igbo deities, how they looked like. I've seen the person do for the Yoruba Orishas, Chinese deities and the rest of them. So some of the descriptions, some of the gender descriptions that the guy gave Igbo deities are not accurate. So, in case of posterity, I find it necessary for us to keep on, you know, you know, teaching about those things and correcting some impressions out there, so people don't make mistakes. So, I'm going to first of all play the video, and if you've seen the video or if you've not seen, maybe this is the first time I've seen the video, then you're going to take note of the necessary corrections that I'm going to make. So, check this video out.
Asking Air to show the African Igbo gods.
So the first one, they said Abala. Abala is not really a deity. You can look at it as a generic name. We look at names like Alose is a generic name. We know that Alose now can now be differentiated. Or now say Alose this, Alose, then Alose now has different names. So Abara or Abala is a generic name. So giving it a female gender makes it kind of say that Abara is an entity and it's a female energy, but it's not a female energy. So Abara is just a generic name. So to me personally, I don't think it has anything to do with names. It shouldn't have assigned it any gender. Agwo on its own, it's also genderless. Agwo has two faces. We call it Mwo Ihunabo. It has two faces. It has a female face and a male face. So this energy, you can call it an endless or genderless deity, which I think the misconception here is that we always seek to assign it a gender, but most of Igbo deities don't really have genders. You understand? So Abu now doesn't have any gender. Njokuji. G here is always attached to the men, while Kokoyam Ede is now attached to the women. So if we now give Njokuji a female, attach it to being a female energy, it corrupts the meaning, because we know this thing we believe in, Kodinamada, Kodinamo. So here now, Njoku, because G here is always synonymous with the masculine energy, with men, while cocoyam, that's why some elderly people, some Ndiche, don't really like to eat cocoyam and all those things. So yam now is a masculine energy, therefore the deity there is supposed to be a male deity. So him now giving the Njokuji Nji, now giving it Njokuji Ihejioku, now giving it a female face, kinds of changes the narrative. Chuku, Chiuku. Now this is going to vex a lot of people, but the thing there is that the concept or the entity referred to as Chuku is quite genderless. It's not a male or female. But because we live in a world of duality, we live in a world of duality, there is a need to assign a female gender to the concept of Chuku, because we believe that it's only a woman that has the capacity to breathe life. That's why we have the concept of Chi and Eke. Chi and Eke. Because most times Chuku now is just another name that we use to refer to the concept of Chineke. chi neke. Now the chi there becomes a masculine energy, and while the eke there becomes a feminine energy, but we now attach it to a feminine concept. Now if he had used a female face or female, attached it to like the female gender, it would have made sense, or just simply leave it to be genderless. So that's how we kind of interpret the concept of Chukwu. Ogugu. Anything Ogugu is a female energy, is a female entity. Because if you scroll down again, you're going to see where he assigned Ogugu to, gave it another female, gave it to a male energy. Now Ogugu is simply female. It's a wife to Udo. Udo is a masculine entity, is a masculine energy. That's why our people will tell you Onyeju Udo, Onyeju Ogugu, Okwetere Udo, because Ogugu will come with this feminine energy, this feminine piety, trying to make you see reasons. Now when you now continuously disrespect Ogugu, she would now refer you to the husband Udo. Then Udo, because as a masculine energy, doesn't really have time or patience as much as Ogugu has. So anything that happens to be with Ogugu, it has to be attached to a female energy. Now Ogugu comes in different aspects. We have Ogugu Ogugu that, Ogugu that. It knows that it's a female. Just like if you go to most deities now, if you go to them, you now see Uzube, you will now see Oguye. Now the Ogugu now becomes the wife. In my place now, we have this deity Uzube. Next to it is the wife. We refer to the wife as Ogugu Soli de Selineni, not Ne Ogugu Ocheoba. So that's how we assign that gender to them. Now the same thing now is also what we now have in Ezemewi. The first wife, we refer to her as Egu Ogugu Ezekwaba. Egu Ogugu Ezekwabo. So now makes it again is a female or is the wife to a deity. So maybe when you live your life as a human wife and get to that level, they can call you Ogugu, wife to a deity. That's how we just interpret it. Ikinga Chionye. Ikinga is a masculine energy because we always attach the concept of strength with men. With men, Ikeji aroro, Ikeji eme any other thing. So strength here is always synonymous with men in our cosmology, in our culture. So Ikinga here becomes a masculine energy. Because when we talk about, how men are vibrant, how men are going to work endlessly, tirelessly. So that's how it becomes here. So that strength there is how we now look at it, and we look at Ikenga to becoming a strength, to become the strength of somebody. And when we talk about strength, it becomes a masculine energy, not a feminine energy. Now the concept of chi here is quite different. Chi here has to be attached to somebody. Now a person now could say my chi is a woman, my chi is a man. So if you now look at it here, it's a genderless energy also, unlike him giving it a feminine energy. You understand? So chi is genderless and is also based on an individual's interpretation, individual's life. How is it relating to you as a person? Who is this person to you? Now your chi now could be a masculine energy or a feminine energy. Now in some instances they will tell you that a person with nechi is better than a person with okechi. Interpret it however you want. Just like I said before, I won't say, I will see, because we look at nsi here becomes poison. So this I won't say becomes an aberration of awisi, awinshi. Now some people call it nshi, some people call it ishi. Now the I won't say here becomes awishi. Agwa akonuche, because when we look at agwa, we're talking about a person's akonuche, your common sense, your cognitive ability. That's what agwa does for you. So this agwa now becomes agwu isi, not agwanse. Now nse here becomes poison, becomes an aberration. Now the thing here is that I've said it before. He shouldn't have actually, said something about agwo the first time. Now say I'll give another, illustration about agwo. Finally here, because these two concepts are actually the same thing for efforts. But I really think if you're going through, you want to talk about another person's culture, spirituality, you need to do, research more on it. I don't really know how AI works, but Let us not, let us not, because we want to pass a certain information out there, we give it the wrong meaning, we give it the wrong interpretations. They always come back to basically cause more harms than good. I guess that's the essence, or that's the reason why I'm making this video. And I would like it if you're going to subscribe. Let's talk about spirituality, let's talk about culture, let's discuss, let's have conversations surrounding these concepts. So guys, until next time, take care.